The Transformers cinematic universe is over. Well, according to reports from a preview event of New York's Toy Fair. This detail has been reported, but not yet officially confirmed in any capacity by Hasbro or Paramount, that Michael Bay's cinematic universe has come to an end and the franchise will go through a reboot after the release of Travis Knight's Bumblebee the movie, set for the 21st of December of 2018. Transformers 6, which would have been the follow-up to Transformers The Last Knight after being left on a cliffhanger, has been removed from Hasbro's movie release slate, which states G.I. Joe and Micronauts are set for 2020 and Dungeons & Dragons is slated for 2021. The expectation was that Transformers 6 would also be slated for 2021, but this apparently is no longer the case. So what does this mean for the Transformers cinematic universe? And was this the right time to begin such change? Well, if you look at it from a movie production perspective, yes, Transformers The Last Knight did not exceed or meet box office expectations, with it being the least successful movie of the entire franchise. The reception from the critics did not help the situation either, as we all know that critics take great satisfaction to let rip on this franchise, and in some instances they have good reason. But Transformers The Last Knight was destroyed by the critics, and I knew after my first viewing it would receive this reaction. In not one instance did Transformers The Last Knight look to appease any critical acclaim. Transformers The Last Knight didn't satisfy all Transformers fans either. It only split the fandom even more, with some simply enjoying these movies for what they are, a journey of carnage, destruction and a huge amount of CGI action, and others calling for a more story-driven Transformers universe. So I guess you could see a reasoning behind such decision, to call it a day on the Transformers cinematic universe. However, Transformers The Last Knight was supposed to be the start of the expanded cinematic universe, branching out into spin-offs to take the franchise forward. A writer's room was appointed to compile stories to map out the future of Transformers on the big screen. And this is where this decision leaves me scratching my head. Why do all this only to pull the plug months later? It's not like executives couldn't see that Transformers The Last Knight didn't have the same flaws from Transformers Age of Extinction. There were issues with storytelling, even more bad jokes, and not enough character development of the Transformers, all of which have been common complaints with this franchise, and even from someone like me, and I still love these movies, but I can admit the flaws. What I am getting at is Hasbro and Paramount knew what they were getting into when bringing back Michael Bay for Transformers 5. They would have seen the initial draft of the script from the writer's room and would have known that this was going to be the same type of Transformers movie which we and they are used to. So at this point, if they had reservations about the direction of the franchise, why not say, Michael, we need to close this one off? Michael Bay has gone on record on so many occasions stating this was going to be his last Transformers film, so why would you let the movie end on such a cliffhanger? With a post-credit scene, spoiler alert, of how I can show you how to kill Unicron. To me, there is nothing more frustrating in a franchise than when a story has not been closed off, and this is where I'm seeing many of the frustrations when it comes to this potential reboot. You also have to take into consideration how this will reflect on Travis Knight's spin-off. The Bumblebee mould, from what we've seen of leaks of the toy line, resembles Bay's vision of Bumblebee. If Transformers The Last Knight had closed the door on the Bay universe, maybe we could have seen something completely different, releasing Travis Knight from any constraints of the previous movies. And this is where I think issues with the apparent decision lie. It's not the fact that Hasbro and Paramount want to reboot this franchise, it's when they want to reboot this franchise. We have a story left untold. We also have a movie in December which will be different but holds the same mould of Bumblebee. Go figure. If this decision is based on poor box office performance and a disappointed reaction from the fans and critics, you can't say that they didn't know what was coming. Ideally, Hasbro and Paramount should have closed this universe and not left it on a cliffhanger, and this type of decision should have come after the Bumblebee movie. I understand many dislike this universe, but for many, this cinematic universe means a lot, and it's doing a discredit to those who have supported the Bay universe from day one. My honest feelings about a reboot is an excited one. I will miss Bay's universe, but I've always wanted a more story-driven Transformers, one where continuity between films has meaning. This detail does not stop me from looking forward to the Bumblebee movie at the end of the year, but does have me questioning the timing of this decision. So, at this point, we don't know. There is rumour, and there has been speculation that a reboot is coming. There's also detractions on the statement, but nothing official has been put out there from Hasbro or Paramount. We can only go off the detail that has come out at the event at New York Toy Fair. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Would you like a Transformers Cinematic Universe reboot? Would you like to see the end of the Bay universe? And do you think the timing is right to do so? Or should a Paramount and Hasbro have closed off this cinematic universe first? I have no idea why you would leave this on a cliffhanger. It seems a poor timing and poor judgment, but that's just my opinion. Get involved via the comment section below. I want to get your views and opinions on it, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at Delzinski to talk more Transformers, and of course check out my other Transformers content on my YouTube channel. All that's left to be said is please rate, comment and subscribe. This is Delzinski signing out.